Oh, yeah.
Right then. Hello, hello. Let's terminate the music there. How are we doing, folks? We doing good? We doing well? Hopefully so. Fingers crossed. Hopefully you've all had a wonderful evening, morning, or afternoon, based on what part of the globe you hail from this evening. Yes, that makes sense. Right, so we're going to be playing a little bit more of the little sturgeon that could. Right hand for Jerkoff, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I'm going to read it in chat there. It makes me laugh all the time when two Soviet soldiers jump down from the heli and stumble. Yeah, that's it, from the stock footage they're playing in the background. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, they just stumble out. It's a long jump, to be fair, and you can imagine they've got the entire, Warsaw Pact on their shoulders at that point, so I imagine it's quite a long jump. You bend your knees. Anyway, hello to the 100 odd of you that turned up. I was maybe like a few of us here was maybe expecting a little bit of Warhammer this evening, and was going to chill out and watch that for a little bit, but in reality it's PUBG, and everyone knows my very sort of private disdain for PUBG. I just can't stand Battle Royales, so I thought I'd give you some alternative content to watch this evening. Basically, I've come to rob you from Soviet, and so far it's working okay. Matt Frags, thank you very much, mate, for the... Oh, beg your pardon, it's Cerulean?
Oh,
Hills.
yeah.
It's Hills again, giving out shit. Thank you, fucking hell. 22 subs, it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. Anyway, yes, that's the one. So we'll see how we get on there. It should be pretty good. I need to load up the game here. Let me just use the old Stream Deck. So if I click Cold Waters there, go back, go to Game Intro. This should, in theory, this is going to work great. In theory, what's the saying? In theory, practice and theory are the same thing, but in practice. Yeah, that's how it goes. And then if we click the Cold Waters game scene here, you should click on over. It's like it's magic. It's like magic. Okay, so welcome to Cold Waters, everybody. You know who I am. My name's Quebec, and we're going to be piloting or sailing. Sorry, some love from Thailand. 2 o'clock in the morning. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. That's more dedication than I'd have for my own live streams. Do you know what I mean? Like, Jesus. Thank you for SUBG. No worries, mate. So, pretty much, it's pretty much just subscribers in chat here. Holy shit! Like, think that you can blame fucking Saru for that. I'm gonna call you Saru for short. Cyriline Hill. We're just gonna forget it. Right, okay, so yeah, we're going to be doing some Cold Waters in the Little Sturgeon That Could, the only NATO submarine fleet operating in the, what is the Norwegian Sea, or the Northern Hemisphere here above Europe, trying to slow down the Soviets from invading Western Europe. Now, believe it or not, we actually made some gains, either in the last stream or the stream before. NATO fought back. I didn't think I'd see the day. The very northern tip of Norway, an airbase or a city or something like that, was taken over. And NATO forces, about a week after the incident, thank you very... sorry, I've got terrible indigestion. We just had like lamb stuffed red peppers and like sour cream. It was really fucking nice. God, there's so much artifacting there. Holy shit. That's a really great summary. Thank you very much to... Oh my god, Saru's at it again. Mr. Nick Misch. Enjoy your emotes, sir. Enjoy your sub icon. Welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you very much to Saru again, who's just pouring it all out. Clone Tool. Looking forward to buy some hits. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Okay, so no, we don't want to start. Oh, actually, I beg your pardon. I need to do something before we begin. I actually installed the more playable subs mod, and it's my understanding that it might break the game if I try and load the save with a submarine mod on, just to check what submarines were in it. I was purely curious, so I'm just going to pull that out of the game files there. It's just going to take a moment. 70 meg. There we go, and then relaunch the game. There you go. There's the bug fixing that we know and love. Right. Let's go back to launch games. Cold Waters. Round 2. There we go. What's the premise for this game? I haven't seen it before. Silver Raid. Okay, so the premise for this game is it's 1984, December actually for us, and due to increasing tensions between the Reagan administration of the United States and the Warsaw Pact, the Soviet Union if you like, the tensions have escalated into a full-blown military war. As if there are any other kind, well, civil war, I suppose. A full-blown military engagement for Western Europe, with the Warsaw Pact forces being the aggressors and the NATO forces being the defenders. Now, unfortunately, the NATO states are unable to defend themselves and are relying very heavily on American war materials to stay in the game. So it is our job as a NATO submarine to try and keep the NATO forces stationed in Western Europe afloat by keeping shipping lanes open for US merchant vessels. So we are running counter naval operations against the Soviet fleet, whether that be aircraft carriers, submarines or whatever. It is our job to wreck shit as best as we can. So we're going to go back into the campaign here. We're going to load up the North Atlantic Save 1984. Let me just check that this is uninstalled properly. Sorry, if you bear with me, I want to make sure. Unit reference. No, that's not right, I don't think. That doesn't look like it's uninstalled properly. No, it's not uninstalled properly. One more time. Looks like it just copied it rather than deleted it fully. There we go, delete that from the game. Excellent. One last time, folks. Third time's the charm.
Oh, yeah.
Goddess of Gummy Bears. I believe that was another gift from Saru there. Yep, that's the one. And enjoy your enjoy your emotes, enjoy your icons, sir. Or madam. Sir or madam. We do not discriminate here. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Saru. Again, you're like more than generous. That's the one. Toby, despite me speaking fluent German, I'm having a bit of an off day, and I don't know what that says. Something about a stream, I can see that, and coughing. You forgot the Soviet whales, I did. Right, so this should have the correct... Potentially. I swear to God, if this doesn't work, I'm going to be upset. Campaign. Yes, there we go, load. And North Atlantic Save 1984. Let's load that sucker up. Now, immediately what we're going to do is we're going to check our briefing as the game goes in here. Brief. Here we go. So, let's have a look. What's our exo status reports? Oh, I see. This is weapons. Let's actually load some weapons now. Reload a Mark 48. We're actually a little bit low on equipment. This doesn't look right, does it? Does this look right? Denmark Strait. What's our mission? Review orders. Trondheim, Norway. No, this is right. Intelligence data indicates the enemy plans an amphibious landing at Trondheim, Norway. A task force with landing ships is leaving Archangelsk now. You must intercept and destroy this force before the landing occurs. NavOps is depending on you, and no other ship or aircraft are in position to intercept the enemy in time. It's the 29th of December 1984. It's smack bang on midnight. From the Commander-in-Chief of the Atlantic Fleet, this message has been sent to us. It's a top secret mission, as most submarine operations are. So, it's one of those ones. The enemy is trying to open another frontier using seaborne assets at Trondheim, Norway, destroying the military base and bringing their city, the city, into the fold. So they're going to try and establish a bridgehead there. So it's our job to sink the landing force before it arrives. So we've got to get to Trondheim, Norway. Oh, hello, we got a new contact. Beg your pardon. I thought I checked the brief. Captain, we have a new sonar contact bearing 09... Sorry, I didn't know we'd established contact. Captain, we have a new sonar contact bearing 091, designated as Sierra 1. XO reports our depth is at 050 feet, heading 126. Speed is 5 knots.
Oh, yeah.
All hands to battle. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Curious. Why would I be dropping frames? I am dropping mad frames, you're right. Why would I be doing that? That's very strange. If I pause that... Just bear with me a moment. Stream's dying. Ah, that's very strange. Why is that dying? Oh, just be 2 seconds. I'll be back. Is it still lagging? No, looks to have established itself again. I have no idea what that was. Hopefully it stays fixed. If not, I will go and fuck shit up. Try and find out what's wrong. Okay, no, it's broken again as soon as the audio comes back on. Another shitload of frame drops. Odd. I don't have anything that should be using data on this card. What could be fucking up? OBS is sending out about the right amount of data. Stream Deck, Steam Bootstrapper. That's all expected.
Oh, yeah.
Seem to be having some unusual strikes. Moshkito, thank you very much, my friend. Hopefully it's back up now. Stop downloading porn. Yep, it's not the porn today. No, it's oh, this is really weird. I actually have no idea what's causing it. Unless someone's downloading something downstairs, but I don't think so. I just went and checked, because normally when my internet crashes, it's to do with my little brother.
Yeah.
Sort of downloading something or whatever. I just tell him to nip it in the bud until we're done. It seems to be back, so we'll give it a go. We'll see if it holds. Okay, all hands to battle stations. We'll rig ship for silent running. It's bearing 091 to the target.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Rig ship for ultra quiet. We are right below an enormous Arctic ice sheet, which is interesting. Sierra 1 and Sierra 2 are both marked. Sonar, take a sounding. Total water depth is 0914 feet. Dive, take us down to 200 feet, please. Get us below that weak thermal layer. Take us down 200 feet.
Depth 200 feet. Dive high.
Now, considering that we are underneath a huge Arctic pack ice sheet, I doubt it's going to be a surface contact, so we're dealing with submarines here. Let us mark them as submarines. Very similar signature here. We're going to find a match. It's not quite one of those. The dinner bell rings and the tango answers. Mark.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged
Sierra 2,
submarine.
2 tango class submarines.
Sonar, Sierra 2 is
Let's take a look at the
classified as
capability.
submerged submarine.
It's a very quiet submarine, 130 decibels. We are actually within the detection range of these 2 tangos, particularly Sierra 2, so we could get ourselves in a bit of trouble here. Very quiet Soviet diesel-electric submarines. Turn the screws for 3 knots, please, manoeuvring. 3 knots.
Make turns for 3 knots. maneuvering I.
Let's start servicing Sierra 2, the Tango. It's only at 7,000 yards. No, it's increased to 10,000 yards.
Maneuvering, making turns for 3 knots.
We could go deep here. That could be an option. What's the running depth of the enemy submarine? It's just above the thermal layer, and the other submarine is just below it. Screening both sides of the layer. Okay.
Con, dive at 200 feet, dive I.
200 feet, aye. We're currently in, I think, is it the shadow zone? I keep calling it the dead zone. Fatty, thank you very much, sir, for the tier 1 submarine there, the tier 1 sub. Means the little brother, could be. Sorry, I forgot that I was typing in German, was talking with Matt Frags about the fact that you finally started planning, sorry.
Yeah.
The Borderlands 2 streams, we just need a 4th person. I think I've got a 4th person. Keep it a secret for now. No, well, it's not really something to keep a secret, it's just I don't know whether they're fully in or not. Okay, thank you very much to Saru again there. Cyborg, thank you very... Well, I say thank you very much to Cyborg. You did nothing. You received it for free. But I'm grateful nonetheless. Enjoy your emotes, sir. Take care of yourself. You should add a new emotes of a bear riding a torpedo. I could do. Okay. So currently we're just holding here, just trying to service the targets. We've had no active sonar come screaming through the water at us, so we're just going to hold our current course. Are these submarines out here looking for us? The answer to that is likely yes. These submarines seem to be running at quite a slow speed of 8 knots, just servicing the area. The patrol speed of a submarine is about 10 knots, so the fact that these guys are running at 8 knots probably means that they're running not super slow, but they're screening for me. So they don't know exactly where I am in this part of the ocean.
Yeah.
So they're running slightly faster than silent running, just to cover ground and have decent sonar capability. The Godmama, thank you very much, or indeed Saru again there. Jesus Christ, I should just have thank you Saru just up on the screen permanently. Enjoy your emotes in any case. Woodscrap, excuse me, aren't you watching SGDQ?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what SD... I have no idea. Silver Raid as well, Saru, is there anybody... Are you just trying to get the whole chat subbed, Saru? Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening here? Holy shit! I know, yeah, a lot of sub gifts today, or sun gifts. Praise the sun, Jimmy the Brit. CHS Chusho. I'm doing very well, mate. I'm not too bad. I'm recovering from food poisoning, so I'm doing okay. Thank you, yes, there you go, Chloe gets the message. Thank you very much, it's very kind of you. It's very generous, if nothing else. Just randomly handing out loads of subs. Very sweet of you. Aw. Right, okay, so at the moment, we're kind of got our trousers down here. There's nothing we can effectively do to evade these guys at the moment, rather than staying here in the shadow zone below the weak duct and hoping that the enemy don't detect us that easily. But unfortunately the sensor heads are pretty good. They've got shark teeth low frequency passive sonar, and that is a decent Soviet sonar array, so we're actually in a bit of trouble here. We run the risk of really being detected by these guys. Now, in terms of signature mark, we are actually in the baffles of Sierra 2, and we are in the forward facing of... So, okay, basically what's happened is we've gotten behind... The Tango class is moving north, essentially, is what we've established here. Or he's actually moving this way, more accurately, or somewhere like that. Behind the submarine, there is a blind spot known as the target's baffles. All submarines have them, and it is essentially a cone in which the submarine cannot see behind. The sonar array is on the front of the submarine, and there is too much noise created by your own engines and propellers to allow you to effectively search to your rear. So there is a blind spot behind every submarine sonar known as the baffles, and we are currently in the baffles of Sierra 2, meaning that the Tangos are moving to about this point here and then making a north turn. So what we're going to do, we're going to get ready on the dive alarm, okay, because we may need to go evasive. Awesome Games done quick. They have around 100,000 viewers, and it's a charity event where all money spent goes somewhere, someone's bank account. I think this time it's Doctors Without Borders. They also speedrun games. Oh, right, cool, that sounds pretty good. Did you see the update that saw the introduction of the 2 US Navy ships? Yes, but I don't know what relevance they're going to have. They just seem to have been added for apparently no reason. Thank you very much to Clone. Hail Drillspark, provider of clips, and thank you to Saru again. This is for Drillspark. Ah, Drill Spark. Fucking Drill Spark. I don't know. There's nothing else to say. Just fucking Drill Spark. Are you and Digby ex-military? Hell no. We're both filthy civilians, John Crow. Who like our little bit of history. Isn't this blind spot the reason for changing course every now and again? Precisely, Flat. That's exactly why you do it. They were added for modding purposes. Yes, yeah, that's right. What's up, man? Finally get to watch a live stream. Any plans on doing it? Oh god, sorry, the stream's beginning to wig out again. That might be my fault. I did have my feet on the power box there for the power line adapter. Yeah, it looks like it's stabilised now. I need to keep my feet away from there. What's up, man? Finally get to watch a live stream. Any plans on doing a new solo run of Divinity 2? Not a solo run. I don't like playing Divinity solo. I think it's one of those games that is best enjoyed with a party. I think the most fun comes from playing it with a party. And so, I am basically toying with the idea of basically doing another Divinity Original Sin run with Womble and that, but I'm not sure how much traction it's going to gain, simply because... loud car. Or maybe it's a submarine engine, who knows. Right, yeah, it's one of those ones, like, Divinity's still in quite recent memory for us, like, as in, like, playing it again. You know, you kind of want to forget a few of the plots and things like that before you play a story-driven game again, just so you can kind of rediscover it. I know they retconned a lot of the fourth act, and changed the story, not change the story, but tweak the story at the end to make it a little bit more, I don't know, satisfying, I think the word was used. Thank you very much to Zakith there for the Twitch Prime sub. Do appreciate it, sir. So again, at the moment, apologies for the slow gameplay here, but there's no easy way of doing this. I have to maneuver behind these two submarines, and it's going to take a little bit of time. I can't risk firing at them from the front because we're in such quiet water at such a close proximity that to release a torpedo at this range would certainly be a death sentence, so I need to be careful. Thank you very much to Alex the Thief as well, or Saru there, gifting another sub there. 1 off 30, 29, that's unbelievable. Why not try Pillars of Eternity or something? I could do. I definitely could do. But it's one of those ones. Like, I generally only buy games that I know that I'm really going to enjoy. I'm not somebody that tries too much new stuff. How's the arse noodles, Vassa, go? It's not too bad. Like I say, well, just for the record, I don't have intestinal parasites. I have, however, had food poisoning. Courtesy of some shitty chicken. So, yeah, it's one of those ones. I'm not so much bog-ridden, I'm not the bog father anymore, but I am very tired. I'm exhausted as a result. But I thought I'd stream something for you as a distraction. The new Darkest Dungeon is great, especially with the new DLC. Okay, interesting. I've not seen the new DLC. There we go. Okay, we finally got a solid solution on Sierra 1, which is good. Hope you're doing better from the food stuff. Great to see you play Cold Waters today. Yeah, no worries. I've been playing a lot of Cold Waters, and again, it's clearly done okay. Like, people clearly enjoy it to some modicum or some degree. I mean, there's 270 people here now. Like, holy shit. But in terms of, like...
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Toby. Cheers, mate. Or is that... No, that's Clone. There we go. Clone picking up... There's too many people subbing. That's too many. I'm struggling to... Oh, Jesus. Right, yeah, it's, yeah. Where were we? Again, totally lost my train of thought again. You're just here to see the whale killing. Well, maybe you'll get your wish. Maybe you know it. Who knows? 2 streams in a day. Weren't you exhausted before? I am. I had a bit of a nap. I ate some food. I've got a little bit of energy to coast off of. But ultimately, my eyes feel very tired. It's like a very eye-tired thingy. Point DMG, 1 sub gifted. It's their first ever gift sub to the channel. Jesus Christ. Oh yes, Jules, we're submarining again. I know you were asking for this earlier when dropping those submarine-related hints earlier in the Cold Water stream, in the Long Dark stream. So here we are. It's all good. He's got his gift sub badged as Mr. Pint. Goods. Right then, so we're still manoeuvring into the contacts baffles at the moment. Unfortunately, it's going to be quite difficult for me to actually do anything until these submarines are a little bit further north of me, because their blind spot is somewhere down here, which means I need to continue on course. What I will do, for the sake of your sanity, and the next hour and a half or something, is actually speed up time, just briefly. See how slowly we're moving when we're speeding up time here. They're in the baffles of the Tango. The Tango looks like he's barely moving. Okay, we're going to take this opportunity to fire then. The Tango's turning this way ever so slightly. I'm going to let some weapons go. Just like this. So we want them running at this depth. The other submarine is running about that depth. That's fine. Oh yes. This isn't right. Something's not right about this maneuver. Yeah, something's not right about this. There's something happening here. Okay, let's go for it. Firing point procedures. Bearing 053. Range to enable 7,700 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
Weapon has cleared the tube and is running normally. Whether or not that was detected, or whether they have any idea of what's going on, is going to be mostly down to whether or not they fire an accurate return shot. Interesting, the other Tango is turning direct north. He's actually in the baffles now, this Tango. This is interesting. They may not detect the incoming weapon. We're going to get another weapon on target as well. We're going to fire it out of tube 2 rather than tube 3 because tube 2 is on the left-hand side of the submarine and that's where we're firing from. So, firing point procedures. Bearing 052. Range to enable 8,500 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire tube 2.
Shoot tube 2. Aye, sir.
Weapon has cleared the tube and is running normally. 2 weapons away. Both of them have got the wire maintained. We're going to go for the targets. Yeah, new contact, 5 ASW ships, 1 kiloyard, yep. How do you play as the new US ships? I don't know whether you can, JAWH. Like I say, they don't seem to have any function aside from just being added models to the game. Like, if modders want to do something with them eventually, they can do, but in terms of a base concept, it doesn't seem to... Like, there's no way to play them in the vanilla games. Like, you can't play as a NATO surface vessel, because the whole dynamic of using deck guns hasn't been properly implemented yet. What I hope we work towards is some kind of artificial naval battle happening on the surface where ships will, like NATO ships and Russian ships, will engage each other with surface guns and helicopters and things. But who knows?
Oh,
still early doors to say. So Spicky to Picky even subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome aboard. High octane action here at Q Industries, that's right. There we go. So we've got the 2 targets. They're actually in very close proximity to one another. We're going to set the weapons to run now. We know roughly where they both are. Chances are they're going to fire a return spread at us, but we'll see. Both weapons are now running at top speed. As you can see, the dots here are now further apart than the dots that were previously down here. Okay, we're going to steer weapon 1 more like that, and we're going to leave weapon 2 on its current course. Sierra 2 is about accurate there. I wonder if they surfaced through through the ice sheet to receive orders. That's a possibility. No return fire as of yet. Sierra 1 is pulling 15 knots now.
Acquired.
I feel that Sierra 1 has been bamboozled. Let's steer.
Con, sonar, launch transit.
There we go.
From
There's the
Sierra
return
1.
fire. That's a spread of 2. 2 weapons coming in. Down the line of bearing. An active sonar ping didn't hit us. It's accurate. As soon as we sink... This is going to be bang on.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 043.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want them both going for the same target. We want
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
we do want him going for that one. Let's see if weapon 1 has found its mark. We're going to get ready to fire the crash diver line here.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks very much to John and Carillion again. I'm just going to call you Carillion. Ray Moses, enjoy your sub, sir. Excellent. Where is this hostile submarine? I know he exists. He's around here somewhere. Let's activate active homing. Know that he was somewhere around here.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 040.
Yeah, we're going to want to crash dive very, very soon. I don't want both weapons to get sucked up on the same target, though.
Acquired.
Con sonar, noisemaker,
There.
bearing
That's where we want to send him.
050.
So if we send him after him, and you after this guy, get him out of countermeasure homing.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
There we go. Okay, so we've got a beat on both of them. Alright, now we crash dive. Activate the dive alarm. Take us down emergency dive.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
There we go. Take us all the way down. We've got to go deep and get underneath the incoming weapons.
Countermeasure homing. Con, fire control, we've
Okay,
lost
silence
fire.
the alarm. All hands know it's time to
Con
dive.
sonar, noisemaker, bearing 03.
Passing 300 feet.
Passing 300
Con,
feet, aye.
fire control, we've lost the wire.
Lost the wire, aye.
Passing 400.
Both of these weapons should find their mark now that they've been separated. Reload mark 48s in tubes 1 and 2.
Passing 600 feet.
Okay.
Passing 700 feet.
700 feet, aye.
Passing 800 feet.
We're going to go deep, 1300.
Passing 900 feet.
Okay, take the bubble off the boat. Let the dive crew
Passing
take care of the
1,000
last
feet.
descent. Bring us down to 1300 feet.
Make depth 1300 feet. Dive I.
Both weapons have gone active. Helm, come left, bearing 040.
Come left
Point the
to
weapons.
040.
Reduce our cross
Helm
section. Bring us down to 5 knots, please, maneuvering. 5
I.
knots.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering I.
Cool. Okay, we are on the move. Both weapons are now active and searching for a target.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, you see, this is what I feared. This weapon got
Contact
lost.
Sierra 2.
Con. Dive at 1300 feet. Dive I.
Thank you very much to Danger Dan. Transitioning over to 3 months now. Perfect timing for a nap. No worries, sir. Mr. Danger Dan, enjoy your brown bear icon, sir, for 3 months in a row.
Tube 1 ready.
Excellent. Okay, so this weapon's now gotten lost. The enemy Tango is still active. So we're going to set this for surface search, and we're going to fire a new weapon on the bearing of the Tango. So firing point procedures, bearing 033, range to enable 6,800 yards, ship ready, tube ready, fire to 1.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Lost the wire, aye? Not good, not bad. Reload, stand by. We have no more torpedoes. Shit, we've got no more torpedoes. How are we supposed to attack a fucking landing fleet with no more torpedoes? We're going to have to fucking hit and run them with missiles. We're going to have to hit and run them with missiles. We're going to have to hit and run them with missiles. I want to say that again. We're going to have to hit and run them with missiles. That is a bad deal. This torpedo is totally useless now because the enemy Tango hasn't sunk there, he's sunk here. And this torpedo is going to keep chasing his corpse. We've evaded the enemy torpedoes there, which is good. They're just going to stay down this deep. Nothing I can do to enable that other weapon, and truthfully, I do not want to fire another torpedo at this guy. I've just got to hope that it hits.
Torpedo room. Tube 2 ready.
Slow us down to 2 knots, please, maneuvering. 2 knots. Get the boat as quiet as you can. We're getting screened with active sonar, but there's nothing we can do about it at the moment. We're going to try and stay nice and quiet and see whether or not this weapon can enable in time. Helm, come right, bearing 098.
Come right to 098. Helm
All that I can
I.
hope is that I've set this weapon to search at the surface,
Con,
or
maneuvering,
above it,
making turns for 2
and that it's going to find the target. Mr. Fatty, full roaming speed, or Fatty 00123. Thank you very much for the 1,000 bits, sir. And I'm not so sure about ramming speed. Yeah, submarine guerrilla tactics. I'm really going to have to stretch my like fucking weapons here. This is bad news. There you go. So this torpedo is now out of range of everything. The torpedo it was chasing, or the submarine it was chasing, sank to the bottom, and now it doesn't have a target because it's too far away from this one. We can only hope
Tube 1 ready.
that this goes well. And again, that's all we can do. All we can do is hope. I'm hoping that because it's set to surface search, the weapon will go into a circular pattern to come to the surface. as it is been launched from quite far down. Again, we're right underneath the pack ice here. Huge icebergs out there against the summer. Well, yeah, well, say summer. It's December. In game. All hands action stations. Ignore the lack of torpedoes. Stuff the tubes with whatever you can find. It's going to be Pirates of the Caribbean where he loads the cutlery and it gets stuck in his eye. Yeah, that's where we're banging trouble. Okay. All I can hope is that this weapon enables at the right point. Again, we're being screened on active sonar. Worst comes to the worst, I fire an MOSS out of the tube, and we go like that. Activate, you bastard. I need this weapon to go into a circular search when it activates. Come on. Come on. He's probably around here now. I don't think this is super accurate. I think the bearing's right, but I don't think anything else is. Come on, activate, you swine. Whether this weapon will hit or not, because it's too late now, all depends on the weapon going into a circular search. No, it's snaking. Oh, no, it's not doing it. Or is it? Hello? Hello, hello. It is going into a circular search. Perfect. It won't detect us. Somewhere over here.
Con, helm, steady course.
Looking for a sharp... There we go. Course adjustment from the torpedo, and then a straight run. Perfect. Target acquired. Excellent. This is now tracking the target. Whoa! Look how close! That was right on top. Sorry, I might have scared a few people there. Jeez, I wasn't expecting him to be that close. Goodness gracious. Wait, that was a surprise for the enemy captain. Nice. Nice. Ah, see, look at this. Look at this. Look where they were. They were likely surfacing to receive orders. Your ears. Whoa. Yep, sorry, startled. My bad. Okay, helm, bring us back up to a head flank even? No, a head stack. Yeah, go ahead standard, 15 knots. Bring us up from test depth. Take us up to a running speed of about 300 feet. There's now really no more danger. Clearly an enemy ASW patrol. Bring us... Yeah.
Sonar reports ice ahead.
Copy that. Bring us to 086.
Come left to 086. Helm I.
Are we dealing with icebergs ahead? No. There shouldn't be any ice 300 feet below the water
Con, helm,
with this like
steady
shelf here.
course.
Okay, we're just going to speed up time. There we go, we've got loads of ice appearing on sonar.
Con, dive at 300 feet. Dive by.
Very nice. Right hand for Jerkoff. Thank you, mate. You made me fully awake anytime. I have hit the icebergs, they will fuck you up. Really. They like fucking just wreck the submarine big time. Just gotta wait for these weapons to run out. Helm come left bearing 120.
Oh,
right to-
yeah.
Right to 120.
Helm I.
Kanako the Squirrel. Thank you very much, mate, for the Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes, enjoy your icons, sir. Why did everyone get so scared? It wasn't that scary. I'm the scariest thing here. See, I like Mr. BMC forever. I like that man. He's 1 in 100. He's 1 in 350. Titanic 2, the Electric Boogaloo, that's right. UK Disaster, I remember you. You said I was a sellout streamer. See, an elephant never forgets. Never forgets. Boo him. Boo. Boo. Don't boo him. Or boo him. Boo him if you want. Funny. Yeah, that's it. It's alright, yeah, he's fucking... yeah, that's the one. I don't know why I randomly stumbled across it in a VOD where Soviet was talking about sellout streamers. And UK... What was it? UK Disaster here. So like Quebec then. And I was tossing and turning in the staff room. I was like, what does he mean? I don't sell out. I don't have anyone to sell. No one's going to employ me to fucking review it. I can't sell out. I don't have merch. Well, merch isn't necessarily a sellout streamer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I play all the popular stuff. Damn it, UK. Would you believe I was talking about another Long Live Quebec? I don't believe it. I press X to doubt. Thank you very much to Mr. Sover there for 2 months, tier 1 subs. Thank you very much. 0 whales left after this campaign. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, yeah.
How about Chinese whale hunting organisations? Yep. UK Disaster just subbed. Did you sub, sir? It was Carillion Hills. It's got to be your name now. I can't handle it otherwise. When you want to sell out but nobody wants you. Aha, I know. That's me, that is. Nobody will have me. Waiting for those divine... Yep, that's the one, pilot. Excellent. Right then. Let us leave combat. 2 times Tango's engaged and sunk. Total weapons remaining are 2 torpedoes, an MOSS and 7 UGMs. Not the mission targets. We gotta get out of here. Big time. Oh, we got another medal. Holy shit, this one's a fucking decorated one. Look at that. The Secretary of the Navy takes great pleasure in awarding the Legion of Merit Medal to Commander Quebec Commanding Officer of the USS Archfish SSN 7 or 678, sorry, for exceptional and consistently outstanding service as a commanding officer throughout numerous patrols during a time of war. His leadership and tactical skills ensured success in his numerous duties and reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Naval Service. Here's a shiny badge. You did well, sir. Right, we've got to move south. We've got to get to Trondheim to intercept this naval fleet. Thank you very much to Umlaut, my friend. Welcome, welcome. 7 months in a row. Oh shit, we got a new fucking contact. I can't be dealing with these, man. Hopefully it's a surface contact and I can just blap them with missiles. Captain, we have a new sonar contact bearing 107. Designate Sierra 1. Depth is 600 feet, heading 205. We're heading at a head full 20 knots. Local conditions are rainy with a strong breeze and a weak surface duct and thermal layer at 118 feet. There'll be a bit of background noise then, which is good. We'll be able to hide behind. It's the 29th of December at 9 o'clock in the morning. All hands to battle stations, rig ship for silent and running. We're going to slow down from 20 knots and hopefully acquire these targets. Now again, I want to refrain from using these torpedoes if I possibly can. So we're going to service the targets and go from there. Sonar, take a sounding. Ambient noise is very loud at 101 decibels, followed by a total water depth of well above and beyond 3,000 feet. This is incredibly deep water.
057, designated Sierra 1.
Holy shit. Beyond 3,000 feet. We're in an incredibly deep bit of ocean here, friends. Just get the fuck out, Q. I could do. I need to find out what I'm dealing with. See, look, if I'd have tried to turn around, then I would have been in trouble. So I've been intercepted. Sierra 1. Let's mark it. Looks like civilian shipping of some description. Yeah, I think we're going to come up to periscope depth. Looks like we got not an Anderson. Trawler, mark.
Con sonar, Sierra.
Right, bring us up to
1
periscope
is
depth, please.
classified
Dive, take us all the way up.
Make depth 4-5 feet. Dive by.
See the planes changing there. We're going to come up, we're going to raise the ESM mast, attempt to get any electronic marks, so detect anything as an echo contact, and then we'll move from there. Sierra 1 has been marked as a trawler, which means Sierra 1 is potentially a trawler. Visit the Mariana Trench. I could do. Once you go down, there's no going back. It's true. Did you know the USS Archerfish holds the record for largest ship sunk by submarine? It sunk the IJN, the Imperial Japanese Navy, the Shinano. I didn't know that. Okay, well, we've learned a thing then about the Archerfish. I should do that. I should do a little bit of digging into the submarine that we play as. That's cool. In before a Leviathan just pops out. Yep, that's right. Reaper Leviathan. That's a Subnautica reference. Which we've never played Subnautica, but I have seen people play Subnautica. I looked at my clips the other day, and I know I have a total of 1,500 total views just from Q streams. It's bonkers. It's you just... Yeah, it's one of the... just from... Usually me screaming, isn't it? Let's be honest, Drill. It's just from me yelping. Okay, that's right. The water's quite turbulent. We'll probably raise radar as well. No other close contacts that I can see. It's more than likely What we are detecting here is, I swear to God, please God, let that be a trawler.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 024. Designated Sierra
Please,
2.
for the love of God, let it be a trawler. You know what I mean? Oh, it doesn't quite line up, does it? It doesn't quite line up. Oh, shit. Okay, we'll see what's going on. That's definitely a trawler. Yeah, look at that. They don't line up. That's definitely a
Con
trawler.
sonar,
What's this?
Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
It says it's a trawler.
Con
Maybe a
sonar,
different type
Sierra
of trawler.
1 is classified as
There you go.
merchant.
That looks like a smaller trawler. Okay, let us up the ESM mast.
Raise the ESM mast.
Let's see if we get any echo contacts. Let's go. Yep, it's all awash. No echo contacts. ESM detection is stone dead 0. What does that mean when it's stone dead? I've never seen it at 0 like that. That means there's nothing up there that has any kind of ESM signature.
Lower the ESM mast. Up scope.
Up the scope.
Con, dive at 4-5 feet.
Check for
dive
close
high.
contacts. Okay, no close contacts. Okay, let's look down the line of bearing. Master 4 is at 62 degrees. Mark, fishing boat. Yep, definitely a trawler. We've got another trawler slightly off behind it. I reckon that is somewhat buried in the fog of war. Bearing 27. Yep. Obscured by the fog bank on the horizon. Downscope.
Downscope. Raise
Up
the
radar.
radar mast.
There's that other trawler. Both seem to be interesting. Downscope.
Lower the radar mast.
Or lower the radar mast. Okay. We find ourselves in the unique position, friends, where there is an enemy submarine stalking us in very, very loud waters, very turbulent waters. I am going to attempt to cut my losses and run. Helm, come left bearing 162.
Come left to 162. Helm I.
I want to get out of here. I don't want to stay. Bring us down to bring us down to maneuvering depth, or yeah, it's not patrol depth. Patrol depth is 150 feet, I believe. Yeah, bring us down to running depth, which is 600 feet. We'll go up to a head standard, which is, or a head full even, which is 20 knots, and we'll try and get out of here. If we can stay mostly undetected, then that would be fantastic. You need to find the whales. I don't want to use active sonar, because if it's enemy submarines, I'll have to use my Mark 48 torpedoes, and I don't want to, because I need to save them for the enemy fleet. Oh, bollocks, I'm going to have to, aren't I? I'm going to just have to get creative with harpoon missiles.
Helm. Steady
That's
course.
the only choice I've got. If that's a sub, there's little Q can do with 2 torpedoes left. Yeah, bearing in mind that we've got a tasking to sink an enemy naval fleet, or an enemy landing force, I'm going to be banging trouble if I have to worry about all of this shit. Shoot a real harpoon at it. Yeah, that's the one. I don't know. I don't think I've got any Captain Ahabs aboard who can just like lean out of the torpedo tube and just spear the enemy submarine. Somebody sent me a message. Was it Soviet? PUBG with me, Edberg, and dunno. Pass. Playing SUBG. There we go. Cool. Right. We've changed course, which is fine. I just need to get away from them. Right, bring us up to... Let's get out of here. Let's not go to a head full. Let's go to a head standard.
Make turns for 1.
Try and get out of here.
5 knots. Maneuvering I.
Now we'll be running quite loud as a
Con
result of
sonar
that.
lost contact. Master 2. Last bearing 031. Contact faded.
But I want to get out of here.
Con sonar lost contact.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
Let's see if we can get out of here. It's very likely, or very unlikely, that if there's an enemy submarine stalking us, they will be pulling 15 knots. So the plan is to gradually open the gap and keep our eyes peeled for enemy torpedoes. And we're going to zigzag as not to keep our baffles open. So helm, come right bearing 225.
Come right to 225. Helm I.
Constantly changing where the dead zone is so an enemy torpedo cannot, or an enemy submarine cannot track us as easily.
Oh,
we want to get out of here. Embling, thank you very much, mate, for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome aboard. Run for a little bit longer in this direction. So we want to get out of here, like, in good time. It's all a bit interesting. Right, change course again. Helm, come left, bearing 160.
Come left to 160. Helm I.
Principally keeping the same direction, but changing course. There we go. We've left. Leave combat. Oh no, that would have been nasty. Oh, Victor 3. That would have been. They would have been excellent to sink, but oh man, that's a bad call, man. Fucking Victor 2 and Victor 3. Those are some serious ships. I'm glad I avoided them. Do an FTL and kill the crew. Yeah, that's the one. Starve of oxygen. Yeah. Oh, that would have been. They would have been nice to knock out, but at the same time, I can't risk the payload. I've got to get out to Trondheim and try and intercept this fleet here. There's a lot of enemy submarines operating in the Norwegian Sea, and as much as I'd like to thin the herd, I cannot. So we're going to sit here in our classic ambush spot, and here they come. Just in time, it looks like. Lovely. Enemies intercepted over some deeper water, which is nice. Okay, Captain. It's broken and calm. Okay, it's going to be very quiet running conditions. We have a new sonar contact bearing 109, designates Sierra 1. Depth is 50 feet, which is excellent. Heading is 55055. Speed is 5 knots. Very strong surface duct and layer at 177 feet, which we'll use to our advantage. Okay, all hands to battle stations. Rig ship for ultra quiet running. First enemy contact is designated as Sierra 1, extremely close to the coast. Roughly, I'm bearing 109. Upscope.
Upscope.
109 is about there. Low light mode.
7.
Helicopter. Warships. Mark. Mark. Trawler.
Con sonar new contact bearing 100. Designated Sierra 7. Con sonar new contact bearing 102. Designated Sierra 8.
I've got no visual on those other contacts. Those are the only ones that I can see. Definitely a warship. There's nothing else on that horizon that I can see. Yep, it's just those warships. There's the helicopter again. Downscope.
Downscope.
That was a Krivak class.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like they've learnt their lesson and they're staying in the shallows.
Bearing
1 ping Vasily. 1 ping only. Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much to, yes, Ash there. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we marked a Krivak. Upscope again. Bearing 98. Nothing else. They could all be other submarines, but I doubt it. I do. I doubt it. Helicopter, I find it puzzling. There must be a very strong fog bank over there, down scope. The range is quite extreme to the Krevac, but that's okay. So there's the trawler that we marked. Master 1, Master 8, Master 2, Master 7 and Sierra 3. Let's start servicing targets and we'll begin taking names. So, Master, let's start with Master 2. Or Master 1 even. Master 1. Looks like a warship. There we go. Kara, interesting. CG. What does CG stand for?
Master
Craft?
Is
Chat?
classified as escort.
Another warship. Cash-in, looks like, possibly. Possibly a Krevac. Yeah, definitely a Krevac. Mark.
Con sonar. Master 2 is classified as
Master
escort.
Sierra 3,
Con sonar.
Krevac, Mark.
Sierra 3 is classified as escort.
Like another warship, potentially. Quite an unusual signature on this one. This could be merchant. Aguma, Mark.
Con sonar.
Just a landing.
Master
No,
5
just an
is
AP.
classified as merchant.
Master 5, merchant. Okay, start reloading all tubes with harpoon missiles, excluding Mark 4, or Tube 4. It's time to kick names and take asses, that's right. Let's keep marking. Master 7, I'm guessing, is also a merchant ship. Looks like a very similar band to this one. We've got an alligator, one of the
Con sonar.
LSTs.
Master 7 is classified as
Master
merchant.
8 looks like a biologic. Yeah, Master 8 looks like biologic. An oil rig, perhaps? No, it's got a very unusual narrowband signature. Possibly a warship. Roughly matches that of an Aguma.
Con sonar. Master 8 is
Their
classified
fleet is quite
as
fractured.
merchant.
We're going to upscope again.
Upscope.
Service some more targets on this bearing. Here we go. Look at this. Must be an extreme fog bank out there. Downscope.
Downscope.
That's an Aguma. I could raise radar. It's a bad idea, friends. Looks like they've learnt their lesson from last time, and they're staying in the shallows. That's that all there. I don't know whether you can see the change in colour easily on the stream, but that there is shallow, less than 500 feet of depth, probably closer to 300. So it's going to be dangerous. I could get a torpedo on the Krevac and start mopping up afterwards. Let's do that. Let's get a torpedo on the Krevac. Krevac's speeding up. Likely detected our periscope. He's gone active. Let's start reloading a torpedo in tube 3. We've got a very sharp manoeuvre from Master 6. It does identify a fucking... Look at this, man. Fucking the little fucking Norwegian fishing trawler that could. Like, he's fucking just driving right down the middle of the fucking enemy fleet here. We'll upscope one more time. I know this is a risk, but we need to keep servicing these targets. See if we get any additionals downrange. Okay, that warship is now pointing us. Mark. Interesting. Looks like they're taking a course correction right towards me. This is promising. We could lie in wait. Okay, get ready to fire tube 3 from the starboard tube. I need to find. There's 3 or 4 merchant ships. Let's check the Kara. Kara's a battleship, isn't it? No, Kara is looks like ASW. Okay.
Oh,
Decent tonnage.
yeah.
Metalhead, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, sir. Welcome aboard. Okay. Let's take a look at the Krevac's capabilities. It does not have... No, it does. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't have a CIWS system, so I could hit it with a harpoon. I'm going to do that. No, he'll have flares, won't he? He'll have countermeasures. They wouldn't leave a ship like this totally undefended. So we'll go for a torpedo on this guy. Firing point procedures. Bearing 105. Range to enable 12,100 yards. Ship ready. Tube ready. Fire tube 3.
Fire control, we've lost the wire.
Lost the wire. Okay. Weapon away and running normally. No return fire as of yet. Fatty! Looks like they want to play chicken. That's right. We're looking for major course adjustments. If not, this weapon's probably going to go through and hit the target. Annoying that we lost the wire so shallow. Not unavoidable, though. Okay, we're going to start taking names here. I'm going to knock out the Krevac with a missile. Firing point procedures. Bearing 016. Range to enable 13,000 yards. Ship ready. Tube ready. Fire tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
Firing point procedures. Bearing 010. Range to enable 22,300 yards. Ship ready. Tube ready. Fire tube 2.
Shoot tube 2. Aye, sir.
Reload. Reload. Harpoons. We're gonna go for missile attacks. There you go. You can see the full breadth of the fleet there. Enemies fired torpedoes back at us. We've got ship launches coming our way. Right, we're going to want to crash dive, I think. We'll reload Mark 48 in tube 1. Okay, let's not go for a crash dive. Let's sink out the boat quietly.
Sonar lost contact.
Krevac's hit.
Master 4. Last bearing 1.
Krevac was hit by the missile.
Contact breaking up.
But he did get 2 air launches off. These are likely going to be accurate.
Passing 100 feet. Passing 200 feet.
A spear and a
sonar
goomer.
lost Contact 03. Last bearing 109. Contact faded.
Lots of fucking contact coming our way. Okay, let's fire another missile at another one of the... Let's try and hit the alligator. We're below 200 feet. Okay, copy that. No, I need to come back up to 200 feet. Need to. The problem is I don't know where these weapons are going to drop.
Passing 400 feet.
I've got so many incoming weapons. 5 at least. No, yeah, we got a crash dive emergency. Take us all the way down, please.
Make depth.
Full dive.
Turns 4, 2, 5 knots. Maneuvering on.
Okay, yeah, we're going to go deep. There we go. Hostile torpedo in the water. It's searching deep for us. We're going to have to go for torpedo evasion.
Master 1.
Right.
Last bearing 1.
Enemy torpedoes on the left. Come 30 degrees left rudder.
Con sonar.
Torpedoes
in the water.
detected us.
Torpedo in the water. Bearing 3, 2,
We're diving too
8.
quickly. It's not going to hit us.
Passing 800 feet.
Passing 800 feet. Aye, okay.
Passing 9.
Slow down a little bit. Fire an MOSS on the bearing of the fleet. Bearing 110. Fire tube 4. That's my last one.
Ready.
Make turns
Yep.
4, 2,
That missile
5
launch was a bad
knots.
idea. They've got us
Maneuvering
dead
on.
to rights, but what else could I do?
Passing 1100 feet.
Roll ahead, flank cavitate now. Helm come left.
Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the
Try
water.
and go for a
bearing
knuckle.
1, 4, 4.
I'm going to really struggle to get a knuckle going here. This is always going to be bad news. Another torpedo locking onto us on the stern. Torpedo locked. Give me that fucking knuckle. I need to be going 25 knots at least to create enough wash.
knuckle
There we
form.
go. Did it a 24 knot knuckle there. That was fucking good. Holy shit. Go on, hang right, you bastard. Go on. Okay. We've managed to get 3 of the 4 weapons fired at us to evade using the MOSS. However, we've got one that's here to stay,
5
and it's one of the air launch ones, so we won't have to run for too long with this one. Reload UGM. We're going to have to drag this out for as long as we can. Take us even deeper, please dive. Bring us down to 1,300 feet.
Make depth 1300 feet. Dive high.
The trick now is evading the helicopters, and that is a game all of its own. Okay, we're going to want to change depth quite suddenly here. 30 degrees right rudder, full rise on planes, full rise on ballast. We're going to want to come up and over the torpedo.
Passing 1100 feet.
Full rise on ballast.
Passing 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet aye.
Passing 900 feet.
900 feet aye.
Passing 800 feet.
800 feet aye.
Passing 700
700 feet. Start taking some of the
Make
speed off.
turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Con, torpedo passing 400.
It's paid off. 5 knots.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
It's paid off. Let the bubble off the boat. Full drop on planes, please. Hold us here around the shadow zone,
Feet.
where the thermal
Con
layer
sonar regained contact on
meets the rest of
Master
the fleet.
1 bearing.
Okay.
Con maneuvering.
Wonderful.
Making turns for 5 knots.
Okay, helm, come right, bearing... right or left? 117.
Con
Come left to
Left.
117. Helm aye.
Good, okay. So the enemy torpedo is searching deep for us. We're going to come back up to
Con
PD,
sonar regained.
raise our radar
4,
mast,
5, 8,
and then
dive
fire
by.
another spread of missiles. Reload
Con
4
sonar
harpoons.
regained contact on Master 7 bearing.
Current kills
1,
are
7.
1 times Krivac, we've damaged an Aguma,
Con sonar regained contact on Master
and
8
we've still got
bearing.
an
1,
Alligator,
6.
a Kara, and a Krivac in play.
Con sonar regained contact on Master 6 bearing 116.
I don't want to raise radar until the last possible second. Enemy torpedo exploding. A little speck on my monitor then, I thought it was a fucking helicopter. The enemy torpedo. One's running there, not good. I'm gonna have to fire and go. Right, fucking
Raise the radar mast.
up radar. There we go, we got all the marks there. We got another Aguma. Firing point proceed, yeah, just snapshot them all. Bearing 155, go.
Shoot 2-3.
Shoot 2,
Aye,
3.
sir.
Con, dive
Fire.
at 4, 5, 8, dive by.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Fire.
Shoot
Fire.
2-1. Aye, sir.
Down the radar
Lower the
mast.
radar mast.
Reload, harpoon. Torpedo.
Con, torpedo room, no
That is
reloads
it.
available.
That's my last set. This is chasing a submarine. Or no, it's chasing the wreck of the Kit Krivac. Okay, we've got a torpedo coming in for us. Right here. Surface search. Right, we got to go down then. Emergency dive, fire the alarm.
Turns for
3 bursts.
Con sonar.
Signify
we are
dive.
navigating.
Okay, silence the alarm. We're going down.
Passing 100 feet.
We're crash diving. We want to get underneath this torpedo if we can.
Passing 200
There we
feet.
go. We've had a few weapons
Con
fired at
sonar
us.
lost contact.
Passing 300 feet.
Con sonar lost contact. Master
Being hit by depth
Con
charges.
Con sonar no longer cavitating.
One of the
Passing
Agumas is breaking up.
500 feet.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Passing 600 feet.
600 feet high.
Con
Helicopters
sonar
dropping
lost
depth,
contact.
dropping
Passing
depth,
700
depth
feet.
charges. This is an intense one.
Passing 800 feet. Passing 900 feet. Passing 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. We're going to take the bubble off the boat very
Passing
shortly. There we go. Take the
1100
bubble off
feet.
the belt. Helm come there. Helm come left. Bearing
Passing
082.
1,200 feet.
That's it. These 2 weapons are the only 2 we have left.
Passing 1,300 feet.
1,300 feet. Aye.
Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 1,
That torpedo's
4,
dumped
2.
on us.
Come left to 070.
Full speed.
Helm aye.
Come on. 24 knots. We're going as fast as we can.
Con
We're past
helm.
test
Steady course.
depth. We're down at 1,400 feet. We should not be
Con
this
sonar.
deep.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing
Okay,
2,
I've got to open
1,
up some
0.
range. There's nothing I can do. I've got to go fast as I can. Drop a decoy. Just got to stay on this course. Spread of weapons didn't seem to work very well. Doesn't seem to be that I've made a...
Con
As if I
sonar
can
regained
still hear the
contact on
Kara.
Master
How fucking
5,
loud is this
bearing
thing?
1.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 25 knots.
Right, get a knuckle going. 30 degrees left, 30 degrees right.
Con, knuckle formed.
Knuckle. Enemy torpedoes right there. The reason I've got to go fast... Oh shit, this is bad. I don't want to come up while I'm so close to this torpedo. Helm, come right, bearing 119. I've got to get behind this enemy torpedo, and now.
Helm I.
Like, right fucking now. Gotta wait for both weapons to lock on before I drop another knuckle.
Con, sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 187.
No effect on target. Full rise on planes. 30 degrees left rudder.
Passing 1,300 feet. Passing 1,200 feet.
That one's gonna hit. That one's gonna hit.
Passing 1,100 feet. Passing 1,000 feet. Passing 900 feet. Passing 800 feet.
800 feet, aye.
Passing 700 feet.
700 feet, aye.
Passing 600 feet. Passing 500 feet.
500 feet, aye.
Passing 400
Con,
400
sonar.
feet,
We
aye.
are cavitating.
Slow down. Take us down to 5 knots.
Make turns for 5.
Take the bubble off the
Con,
boat.
sonar. No longer cavitating.
Bring us all of the way up to 100 feet.
Make depth 100 feet. Dive I.
We're out. Okay. Torpedoes are searching
Come
below
right
us.
to 1.
The question is how shallow.
Helm I.
I'm
Con,
hoping that
sonar.
I'm going to get
Regain
screened by
contact
the
on.
surface depth
Master
here.
2. Bearing 101.
Helm, come right, bearing 126.
Come right to 126. Helm I.
Chat there, yeah.
Con, sonar. Regained contact on.
So all of these
Master
torpedoes
7.
are now
Bearing
searching too deep. We
120.
changed depth too aggressively.
Con, sonar. Regained contact on. Master.
Con, dive at 100 feet. Dive I.
We're gonna.
Con, sonar.
Yeah, I
Regained
don't know whether we should
contact
upscope
on.
or not.
Master 8. Bearing 117.
Con. Helm. Steady
Yeah, I'm
course.
gonna have to come up to PD, please dive.
4 5 feet. Dive I.
4 or 5 feet. I'm gonna have to find a target that I can sink in one hit. Either the Aguma or the alligator did not take one hit to sink. I'm gonna go with the alligator. If I can kill the alligator, then that's great. Although I should go for the Aguma simply because it's further away. I'm gonna raise radar. I'm gonna fire one more harpoon at the Aguma and hope that it kills it. It looks like the alligator and the Aguma both sponged their hits and didn't sink, which is a big problem for me considering I do not have enough of a payload to deal with this. I'm getting ready to upscope. It's going to be radar, unfortunately. Scope isn't going to help me at this range. Ready, tube 1.
Raise the radar mast.
Radar mast's going up. Okay, the
Con,
Aguma.
dive at 4 5 feet. Dive I.
Alligator did not take a hit. What about the Aguma? The Aguma did take a hit. It's dead in the water. Let's go for the Aguma then. No, in fact, let's not go for the Aguma because it's all stop. Let's go for the alligator. Let's go for a narrow search. Fire on the alligator right up its arse there, like that. Firing point procedures bearing 120.
Shoot 2-1.
Shoot
Aye,
tube
sir.
1, aye. Firing point procedures bearing 117. Range to enable 29,000 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire tube 2.
Shoot tube 2.
Set for surface
sir.
search. Weapons are away and running
Lower the
normally.
radar mast.
Lower the radar mast. We've got more enemy fire coming in. Helm, come left, make for open water.
Come left to 048. Helm I.
Cut the wire. That is it. We are out. All ahead flank,
Make
cavitate.
turns for.
Con,
Emergency
sonar. We are
dive,
cavitating.
crash. Take us all the way down. 30 degrees left rudder. Let's get evasive.
Passing 100 feet. Passing 200 feet. Passing 300 feet.
30 degrees right rudder.
Passing 400 feet.
Con, sonar. No longer cavitating.
Take the dive alarm off. Okay, silence the alarm. We had an explosion behind us.
600 feet.
We can go dive again. Right, okay. Keep the emergency dive on. One blast of siren. Okay, we're going to keep the dive on. We are totally out of outfit. We're totally out of weapons. The one on the alligator hit home. Perfect.
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing 154.
Enemy
Passing
missiles.
1,100 feet. Passing 1,200 feet.
Got an enemy torpedo tracking
Passing
us.
1,300 feet. Passing 1,400 feet.
30 degrees right rudder. Full rise on
Passing
planes.
1,500 feet.
We've got to get underneath this bastard. Do not go
Passing
past.
1,600 feet.
Get the bubble on the boat. I need to get up. This is too deep for this submarine.
Passing 1,600 feet.
Get back up. No, 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 no. Up, 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 up. I'm going to come to 1,300 feet before I start my evasion.
Passing 1,500 feet.
Good. Get us back up to the safe depth.
Con,
Okay, got a
maneuvering,
decoy
making
out.
turns for.
Passing 1,400 feet.
Helm, come left, bearing 053.
Come left to 0.
This is the hard bit.
2. Helm I.
Oh, yeah.
Passing 1,300 feet.
Keep up at top speed. Get a knuckle going.
Con, knuckle formed.
Knuckle formed. This one's searching deep. Yes, okay. We want to come up. Full rise. No, not yet. 30 degrees left.
Con, sonar, torpedo in the
Okay, so
water,
that
torpedo in the
torpedo's on
water,
us.
bearing 089.
North. Drop one of those. Right, do the butt wiggle. I need to get a knuckle going.
Con, knuckle formed.
Knuckle formed. Let's not confuse the enemy torpedo. Right, we're going to have to do the evasion now. 30 degrees rudder. Rise on planes. Right, yeah, we're going to have to do this now. 30 degrees right rudder. We're just going to have to
Passing
come up.
1,100 feet.
They're not taking the bait, so we're just going to have to change
Passing
depth.
1,000 feet.
They're not going to be able to change. They're not going to be able to change depth as fast as
Passing
we can.
900 feet.
They don't have the rudders for it.
Passing 800 feet.
Now, unfortunately, I'm going to need to run
Passing 700 feet.
the line out quite shallow.
Passing 600 feet.
Slow down. 5 knots.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering I.
Passing 400 feet.
Oh, no, fuck it. Stay at top speed. I'm going to
Make
need it for the
turns for
cavitation.
2.
I'm going to
5.
Con,
cavitate,
sonar,
but
we are cavitating.
it's less about that now.
Passing 300 feet.
That weapon is still running to the Aguma. I need this to run out. Do a knuckle if you can. Right, all full dive on planes.
Make turns for.
Con, sonar,
30
no
degrees
longer
right rudder.
cavitating.
Got to get underneath this guy. I can't run a knuckle this deep.
Make turn.
Con, sonar, we are cavitating.
Passing 400.
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 500 feet.
30 degrees left.
Con,
Passing 600 feet.
Get underneath the weapon. This one's
Passing
going to take a
700
while to
feet.
run out. Got at least 3 weapons chasing us right now.
Passing 800 feet.
800 feet, take the bubble off the boat. We're going to want to go deeper than that. 1,300, and then we can start our evasion. How are we doing for speed?
Passing
We
900
need
feet.
full speed. We're at 23 knots. I know you can go faster, and I
Passing
need you to.
1,000 feet.
Ooh.
Passing
Miracles
1,100
do
feet.
happen. Interesting. Helm, follow this torpedo round to the left.
Passing 1,200 feet.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Master, 2,
Curious,
last
okay.
bearing, 1.
We've
Con,
lost the
sonar,
other 2
torpedo in the water,
torpedoes, it
torpedo in
looks
the water,
like.
bearing 1,
Come this way,
2,
north,
7.
quickly. Is our MOSS still in the water? Please tell me it's run out. Excellent. Our
Con,
MOSS
sonar,
has run
regain
out.
contact on.
The
Master,
question is,
2, bearing 1, 0,
Is this
0.
is this going for the right target?
Con, helm, steady course.
Hopefully. Hopefully, hopefully. If the Aguma is full on dead in the water, we're great. Smells like victory. Could be coming. Could be coming. I need to get out of the search cone of those other air launches. I need to start running north.
Come left to.
And I need to
3,
run north
4,
far
7.
enough
Helm I.
that I can break contact with this surface fleet.
Con, helm, steady course.
You owe me new pants, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent, Potato Lord. Right. The question is that with our weapon running here, the enemy still looks to be stopped. They're still burning, which is excellent. Now my job is just hardcore, full-blown GTFOing. I'm being chased down by a Krivac, which can pull 34 knots. I can only do 25, so I need to turn left. 296.
Come left to 296. Helm.
Yes!
Con
Yes!
sonar lost contact. Master.
Perfect.
3,
The
left
Aguma,
bearing
whatever,
1,
whether it was the
3,
fire
1.
aboard or whatever,
Contact is in the baffles.
yeah, that's it. Perfect. So now it's just weapons. That's it. We've sunk what we needed to. So we came here and we sank the Aguma, and the Alligator, the ships that were responsible for the landing. We've taken down, and we've also taken down one warship. Their screening fleet's still up, but that's fine. Damn, that's good. Talk about close. Now it's just running the fuck out of here. Like I say, we are out of equipment. We have nothing left. It's totally naked at the moment. Show us the wrecks. I think I can. So you got your Krivac. There you go. Very capable boat, the Krivac. Decent sonar suite and so on. Enemy torpedoes activated there. We've got the Aguma, one of the mercantile ships. Took 2 missiles to down this one. One hole there, one hole there. We have got the Aguma that has just recently sunk. I don't know whether it's going to show me it though, because yeah, it's too far out. Our sonar doesn't detect these anymore because we're moving too quickly. So unfortunately I can't show you the rest of the wrecks, but this was the ship we were waiting to burn out. I knew there was a problem with the enemy vessel, like because it had come to all stop. You normally don't come to all stop unless there's serious, shit hitting fan. So that's an excellent that was good news that there was some crippling damage done to the ship, but it looks like the fire finally burnt out and sunk the thing. Whether it hit like a fuel line or something like that, the whole ship exploded and it broke up. So that is perfect. Yes, that's the one. Sink a 50 fleet ship, or yeah, a 50 ship fleet even, and yep, you have 2 days to do it. Good luck. Best, yeah, BFF, Commander-in-Chief, Atlantic Fleet. That's the one. Goodness gracious me. Well, that went suspiciously well. Goodness God. Goodness gracious. That was some serious shit right there. Still enemy aircraft. We're still getting stalked, and there's still enemy weapons running nearby. We're going to speed up time. We're going to try and GTFO. Helm, come right. We're going to come north, away from the torpedoes. 014.
Come right to 014. Helm I.
This sharp change in course will hopefully throw off the enemy helicopters and get me fucking far away from the shit that is those Krivac destroyers. I need to get far away from them. Now I've jinxed my next mission. To be honest, I didn't think we were going to be able to... Just imagine, right, if we had have sank those Victors in the last one, this wouldn't have happened. We would have been bang in trouble. So I'm glad this is the case. I'm glad this has gone so well. Interesting. We have the explosion of the torpedo that was running next to us. Excellent. So... 3 escaped warships, but the bulk of the mercantile fleet is what we were here to destroy. Great job. Pleased to hear the expected invasion of Trondheim, Norway has been repelled. Await additional orders. Perfect. Norway defended. Trondheim, Norway, a massive coordinated sea-based landing has been repelled. A NATO spokesman says that a combination of hard fighting by defending troops and prior significant weakening of the invasion force by NATO naval units contributed to averting the disaster and defeat. According to analysts, the ability of NATO to contain the enemy and prevent the opening of new fronts will be a major factor in the outcome of the war, keeping the front line focused rather than spread out across multiple territories. That's excellent. Tactical situation, 30th of December, 0700 hours. Return immediately to Holy Loch, Scotland for repairs and store replenishment. Let's get the hell out of the hot zone. Going at full speed. That's good. Very good. I am the NATO units, yeah, that's right. That's why I'm hoping that with the introduction of those surface vessels that they added recently in the last patch, all's going to go well. So that brings our total tonnage up to 292,975. 143,000 tons of Russian merchant vessels have been sunk. 66,000 tons of warship and 43,000 tons of submarine, as well as a single Kiev-class aircraft carrier, which contributes to 40,000 tons of capital ship tonnage. We have taken, in total, 1 capital ship, 15 warships, 11 submarines, and 13 merchant vessels, totaling 40 ships sunk. Patrol outcome. A tired but proud crew sails into port after your highly successful patrol. The grins on your crew's faces speaks even more to you when the greetings and enthusiastic handshakes from your superior officers ensue, which is nice. Excellent. So, oh, hello, bing bing. We've got potentially another Kiev-class aircraft carrier about to try and push through Guik, the Greenland-Iceland-UK gap. So, Navops has a reason to believe that an enemy carrier task force will sail from Murmansk within the next 48 hours and attempt to break out into the northern Atlantic through the Iceland-UK gap. The carrier is armed with long-range cruise missiles and could wreak havoc on vital NATO supply convoys. As bad weather prevents airstrikes, you are ordered to intercept and destroy. So we don't have long. Repair and rearm. We go with 1, 2, 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a full complement. Do we? No, I don't have time. A full complement of Mark 48 torpedoes. Cast off. We've got to get to the Guik harbour. They're just crossing the Sosus line north of Andoya now. This is our fleet. They're going to turn into the Norwegian Sea. I need to intercept them. Come on, give me a maritime air patrol. I need to know where they are. I'm going to wait for them. Where are they? They're going to come through here, I believe. Submarine. There they are. They snuck past, but I'm going to get them. So we're just south of Iceland. God, thank God for the Sosus line, right? USS Archerfish, SSN 678 in the vicinity of the Iceland-UK gap. 2nd of January, which is now 1985. The war has been raging for a little under a month now. 0400 hours, 4 o'clock in the morning. Captain, we have a new sonar contact that we are giving chase to. Bearing 106, designate Sierra 1. XO reports depth is at 600 feet, heading 142. Speed is 20 knots, ahead full. Local conditions are broken with a gentle breeze, and there is no surface duct or thermal layer. Rig ship for silent running. Bring boat up to periscope depth. Ooh, actually, estimated range to target is only 9,000 yards.
Sonar, new contact bearing 128, designated Sierra 2.
Hold current depth, please, dive. We're going to just do the good old-fashioned detection, I think, if the enemies are that close. Right, let's look for the warship first.
500 feet.
I've got a good feeling about this contact here. Kara, Mark, surface vessel.
Sierra 1 is classified as escort.
Vesta 2, Mark.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as escort.
Kiev class aircraft
sonar,
carrier,
Sierra
Mark.
3 is classified as capital ship.
Getting pinged. Only got 900 feet of water. What is this? Merchant? It's not mercantile. It's got to be some kind of warship. Submarine. Oh my god, it's got a Victor. Right, okay, we got to fire now. Mark.
Con sonar,
Snapshot,
Sierra 4
tube
is
1.
classified as submerged submarine.
Oh, yeah.
Con sonar, Launch
transient
transient
from.
from Sierra 4.
There we go. Run there, go active, set to snaking search. Keep it at current depth. Right, we're going to need to crash dive. Cut the wire. Yep, we're going to crash dive. All emergency. Take us down.
Make turns.
Don't bottom out. Total water depth is only 800 feet.
Maneuvering up.
Helm, come left, bearing 073.
Left 2, 0,
Silence the
7,
alarm.
3. Helm I.
Passing 600 feet.
Reload MOSS in tube 1.
Passing 700 feet.
Right, take the bubble off the boat. Don't hit the
Passing
bottom.
800 feet.
Hold down here. Move at full speed.
Con, less than 50 feet below the keel.
Less than 50 feet below the keel, aye. Run at this speed, shallow. Try and get as far away as we can.
Come left 2, 0, 6.
Get out of the
9.
way of this
Helm
incoming
I.
weapon.
Con, helm, steady course.
It's not good. It's not good at all. Missiles would be a good way to go here, but... No, missiles wouldn't be a good way to go at all. This is bad. The Kiev's quite far back. I could go for missiles up the stern. What's so special about the Kiev? It doesn't actually have... It's got anti-missile guns. Interesting. Doesn't specify which ones they are, but says it's got anti-missile guns. Helm, come right, bearing 106.
Come right 2, 1, 0, 6. Helm I.
Stay at ahead flank, please. 25 knots. Got to get out of the way. If this enables here, we're great. If it enables here, we're in
Con,
trouble.
helm, steady course.
Come on, get behind him. Get behind him. I think we're in the clear.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 2, 5 knots.
This way.
Come left 2,
Don't
0,
trust it.
5,
Do
7.
not trust it
Helm
at
I.
all. It's very shallow. We've got to get out of the way of it, like right now. It didn't detect us on that first
Con,
pass, so
helm,
that's
steady
promising.
course.
Okay. The enemy fleet is trying to tuck tail and run. They're going evasive. Kiev, mark.
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing
Did that
1,
get
4,
us? No.
7.
Okay. Still no detection yet. Oh, fuck me. Helm, this way.
Come left 2,
Full
0,
speed.
0, 4. Helm I.
Come on, get me away from him. Come on, come on, come on. 25 knots. You got this. We're going for a hit. Looks like a
Con,
hit on the
sonar,
Kiev.
Con, helm, steady course.
Full speed, full speed, full speed. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, boy. Fuck you. Good. We've evaded that. It's going into a circular search. One torpedo on the Kiev. We don't even need to sink the whole fleet. Now that we know where he is, we can fire 2 or 3 weapons right up his nose. So we're going to do that. Helm, slow us down to 10 knots, please.
Make
Bring us
turns.
right, bearing
1,
064.
0,
Ready tube
maneuvering
2 and, sorry, tubes 3 and tubes 4 for surface search, active homing.
Con, sonar, regained contact on Sierra 4.
So we've got a hit on the
bearing
starboard
1, 5.
side. Looks like a meaty hit. We've got a deck
Maneuvering.
fire.
Making turns for 1, 0 knots.
Excellent. Okay. Firing point procedures. Bearing 053. Range to enable 6,200 yards. Fire tube 3.
Con, helm, steady course.
Firing point procedures. Bearing 157. Range to enable 6,100 yards. Fire tube 4.
Shoot tube 4. Aye, sir.
Right, sever both weapons. They're both going to run to their enable points. They're both going to set to surface search. We're going to reload. 2 Mark 48s right there. Helm, bring us back up to a head flank
Make
cavitate.
turns for 2, 5 knots.
I want to do a
Maneuvering
180.
up.
Helm, come back on ourselves. Bearing... Is that a good idea? Wait to see where that torpedo goes. That's a very interesting place for circular search. The car is right there. Okay. Firing point procedures. Bearing. Let's slow down. No, sorry,
Con,
let's...
sonar, torpedo in the water,
That's
torpedo in the water.
bad. Fire an
bearing
MOSS.
1,
No,
5,
is he
9.
searching? Yeah, okay. Helm, 30 degrees left rudder.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4.
Go
last
north, yeah.
bearing,
Bring us back
1,
over this way,
6,
bearing
6.
265.
Come left to 266. Helm I.
274.
Come left to 274. Helm I.
Got to get that Kiev.
Con sonar
3
lost
torpedoes
contact.
might be the winning
Sierra
ticket.
1,
If I
last
can sink
bearing,
those 3,
1, 2,
and
2.
GTFO will be
Contact is in the
okay.
baffles.
I should really get all
Con
of these
sonar
guys,
regained
but
contact on.
no.
Con,
Okay.
helm, steady
Torpedo
course.
evasion was unsuccessful. We got a weapon incoming. Okay, not
Con
terrible.
sonar
Helm,
regained
come
contact on.
right.
Sierra 3, bearing 1,
Bearing
6.
322.
Come right to 322. Helm I.
Fire an MOSS down the line of bearings. Stand by. Fire it not this way, because I don't want it to interfere with that. Fire it towards the Kara, bearing
Con
1,
sonar
3.
Helm.
We need to slow down. All back emergency.
Make turns for
Got to slow down to about 15 knots.
Maneuvering aye.
Fire 2-1.
Shoot 2.
All ahead flank cavitate.
Make turns for 2, 5.
Reload
9.
MOSS.
Maneuvering aye.
Stay close to the bottom. Just got to give it a run around for as long as it's humanly possible. Now the weapon's going to search for us. Let's go for not necessarily a knuckle, but a decoy. Let's try and get it confused.
Make turns for 2, 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I can only hope that we actually hit our mark with that one.
Con sonar
The
regained
fella's moving
contact
quite
on.
fast to
Sierra
the south.
4, bearing
That Victor's
1,
still
6,
up.
6.
Con, torpedo.
Oh no, that's
Make
bad.
turns for 2, 5 knots. Maneuvering
Okay,
aye.
that's very bad. I need a decoy.
Con sonar regained contact on.
I need a
Sierra
decoy.
3,
I need
bearing
one. I can't.
6,
Okay,
0.
fucking hell. There's a weapon that's blown up. Okay, helm, come left, bring us up.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 1, 6,
All
0.
rise.
Passing 800 feet.
Passing 800 feet. Come on, come on, come on.
Passing 700 feet.
700 feet.
Passing 600 feet.
Do not cavitate.
Make turns for 1, 5 knots.
Take us
Maneuvering
back
aye.
down. Emergency dive, 30 degrees left rudder. He's going to continue
Con.
searching shallow for us. Full
Make
head flank
turns for
cavitate.
2,
Watch
5
total water
knots.
depth.
Maneuvering aye.
Con, fire control.
Con sonar lost.
Passing 500 feet.
There's so much information being beamed right into my eyes and ears at the moment. There's
God,
so much
fire
I'm trying to
control.
keep
Passing 600 feet.
trying to keep track of.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Okay,
Passing
torpedo
700
evasion did
feet.
not work. Give me the golden
Con
ticket.
sonar regained contact on. Sierra 3, bearing 1, 6, 2.
Give me that knuckle.
Con sonar regained contact
30 degrees
on.
left rudder, full
Sierra
rise on
1,
planes.
Bearing 1, 2, 2.
Right, fire MOSS.
Con, torpedo room.
Oh no, we broke up. Fuck. Hull breach, critical gun control. Oh, we're beyond escape depth. That's the one. The campaign's over. Shit. Leave combat. Been UGM'd. There we go. That's it. That's the end of the campaign. Nuclear sub sunk. Confirmed that a US nuclear submarine had been lost in action. Although details are incomplete at this time, sources close to the Pentagon say the submarine was lost with all hands during the course of duty. Defeat in Europe. It's a bit of a stark contrast, isn't it? Warsaw Pact forces continue to drive back NATO by opening a new major offensive this morning. Meanwhile, Soviet naval forces, have effectively cut off the North Atlantic convoy lines, leaving NATO and Europe with little hope for reinforcements. That's a damn shame. The Noose Titans, Soviet naval forces, have taken the initiative and now dominate the Atlantic and Norwegian Sea. Transatlantic resupply convoys struggle to make the journey and escalate. See, this is the annoying thing about this game, is that you can do so well, so well, and a single mistake and your entire run's over. It's a bit like FTL in that regard. But it's just like, it feels so unsatisfying when you get sunk. Okay, currently in exile, political leaders from occupied territories have voiced strong concern over the risk of the Iron Curtain being brought further west. Fears of permanent occupation have sparked a refugee crisis, with hundreds of thousands of NATO's fleeing NATO's contracted borders. The new NATO ships work in single mission mode, I think. Oh right, okay. I don't think they do. I did have a look. They didn't seem to work before. You can hunt them, but you can't play as them. Okay, Iron Curtain draws over Europe. Hundreds of thousands of refugees flee towards the English Channel as the red stain of communism finally dominates the continent. In occupied Europe, it is rumoured that many of the middle class and academia are being sent to re-education camps in increasing numbers. The Soviet occupying forces have clamped down further on security in response to what they claim are actions of subversion by capitalist class enemies. Uncertain times ahead. Due to the economic and military strain on the recent conflict, analysts expect that despite the cessation of hostilities, the Cold War climate will return and indeed persist and escalate for decades to come. Detente, I can't remember that word, now seems to be a naive fantasy. The recent clash will no doubt require sustained future expansion of military expenditures and continuing domestic sacrifices by both Eastern nations and Western nations that remain free. You see, it's one of those ones, it's so annoying that after fucking 292,000 tons of hostile shipping sunk, made no impact to the outcome of the war. I know that's relatively, like, small fry, but, like, we sank 143,000 tons of war equipment destined to open new frontiers. That's so annoying that it fell short. Ah, dear. Well, there was little hope for you and your crew. The twisted remains of the USS Archerfish have come to rest on the sea floor, a lasting monument to all those brave souls who served aboard. Yeah, the thing that killed us there was that basically we didn't detect the enemy, not necessarily the enemies, I'm talking on a broader scale, our positioning geographically. We were quite close to the coast of Iceland, which meant the water was only 900 feet deep, meaning that full-blown torpedo evasion just wasn't possible. And what you saw there was a result of a failing in being able to change depth as aggressively as I needed to. Yeah, like, what I did in an ideal case, I would have been able to go all of the way down to 30. I mean, in our last attack against that merchant fleet, or the landing vessels, we were able to go as far down as 1,600 feet and beyond. So that was really the limiting factor there. Only having 900 feet to torpedo evade in was totally hopeless, and we were so close to the enemy fleet that surfacing to get away was absolutely not an option. So just a poor place geographically to surface or to engage in combat, which was my bad, but it's one of those ones. It's if the air defense or the MPA grid was a little bit tighter, and surface vessels and things like that were searching for the enemy Kiev, I might have found it, but I didn't see the Kiev until it snuck past me, and so I wasn't able to engage it in the deep water of the Norwegian Sea. This is definitely the best run I've ever had on Cold Waters, though. This was really good. I don't know how close we were to completing the game. I can't imagine we were too far away. I mean, there was about 10, 11, maybe more hours of that. So you removed 143,000 tons of ship from the war effort. Did you ask your mum to get you out of the ocean? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty shitty. Oh well. And then roll credits. I'm a bit at a loss now of what to do. I honestly don't know. Somebody sent me a Steam message. Just on the cat. What to do now? I have no idea. We could try some of the single mission stuff. I'm not too... They added this new feature called Quick Mission to Cold Waters, which basically lets you just play a random campaign anywhere on the map, kind of thing. What happens if you put it totally on land? Can we do that? I'm actually curious. No groups of vessels set as active. 1 of 1, aggressive, start. No groups of vessels, no, there we go, active. They contain no vessels. Let's just get a fucking Typhoon. Start. Okay, come on, lock in. Typhoon, accept, start. So this is totally on land. I'm curious as to what's going to happen here.
Sonar, new contact bearing 062, designated Sierra 1.
Okay. This is cool. Is this what the actual ocean is like? I wonder. So we're in a Los Angeles fighting a... Did it just spawn in the?
Con sonar switching to active.
It's just dead. It's just dead. Look at that. Where is it? Why did it even spawn? Looks like it spawned on the
sonar,
surface.
Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
It's like it's not even there. It's just spawned under the ocean. Okay, cool. Let's leave combat. Now, here is a thing I was thinking of doing. Do you want to play as a Russian submarine crew? What I'm thinking of doing is potentially doing a Year 2000 campaign run and doing it in the Yasin class Russian nuclear attack submarine. I think that's potentially what I'm feeling, or maybe even playing as a Chinese submarine versing the American fleet. Again, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it, but I think there's appetite there. So, I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. I'm not going to do that tonight. I think, all things considered, it's a blessing in disguise that we got sunk this early, because, like I say, I'm extremely tired from having food poisoning. So I probably am going to relax and get into bed and just sweat, because it is unbearably hot at the moment. So yeah, I think I'm gonna love you and leave you there. So yep, a little bit of a shorter stream, but yeah, I'll catch you all next time. So yeah, have a good one, and take care. So yeah, maybe a Russian submarine next time. So yeah, thanks very much, and I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo!